what you need, yeah. Man, I got it, wow.
Hey everybody, welcome to another edition of Box Seats. This is the show where we talk about sports with comedians. Let's get it started. Let's get it popping. My man Howie Bell in the building. Howie, how you doing, sir?
What's up, Frank Holder? How you doing, my brother?
I'm doing A-okay, man. Just trying to get this thing together, man. And I feel a whole lot better than I did yesterday because I ate something for lunch yesterday, boy.
Hey, happens to the best of us.
Yeah, it does, man. But I don't even normally eat seafood. Yesterday I decided, let me try some seafood. That's why I don't eat seafood. So there you go. Mo is in the building. Mo, how you doing, sir?
What's up? Howie back in the building. What up, Howie, man? Missed you, bro.
What up,
Know
bro?
what I'm saying? You got Frank running around here eating random seafood, eating gas station sushi and shit.
I don't know how you threw me in that with the introduction to Howie Bell, but I'll take it. I'll take it. My man D Jones in the building. D Jones, how you doing, sir?
Man, I hope your bubble guts is better, big fella. I hope you're okay. You got it all out. Flush it. I had food poisoning 2 weeks ago, and it's coming out at every end. I know what it was, Frank. You ain't gotta lie. You had the boo-boos.
I didn't have the boo-boos. I had the vomits, but it's okay. I wish I did have the boo-boos. I ain't got no problem telling nobody I got the boo-boos. My man Jay Hayes in the building too. Jay, how you doing, sir?
It's all good, and welcome to the Mud Butt Show. You and D Jones. What's up with it?
I walked into that one.
This show brought to you by what do you have to take to stop you from going on the airplane? What is it? I'm forgetting the name of it right now.
Good. I'm glad you forgot. So I ain't gonna help you. All right, so we got a lot of stuff to talk about today, man. Some news is jumping off. I want to make sure we get to the MLB playoffs too, man. But let me get Howie up first. Howie, you're gonna be up first, man. So Howie, the first thing is up in the top stories in sports. Let me get you right here. Let's do this. I don't know if you heard, but Golden State Warriors signed Jonathan Kuminga to a 2-year, $48.5 million deal. And it includes the team option that is designed to be ripped up and renegotiated next summer. That's the big part about that. Because if you remember Howie, we were talking about Jonathan Kuminga 2 weeks ago, and we talked about that deal because he was stressed out about being able to sign, that third-year option. So now he can sign after one year. You know what I mean? If he does outperform, he can sign at the next summer. I think he should. Anybody would love that deal. You know what I mean? What's your take on Howie?
Oh man, like you said, that was dope for him. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he got a better deal out of it than what he, originally wanted. So I'm happy for him, man. Good for him. You know what I'm saying? Good for him. You know what I mean? Hopefully I can get some good news about the Pistons soon. But you know what I'm saying? I mean, Gold State, rah. Hey.
Well, Howie, let me before I move on, let me ask you this one thing. Do you think this makes Golden State better? They're bringing them back.
I does. I do. I said I does. I do. I does. I does. I really does. I do though. I think it does make them better. I don't know if it makes them championship better. You know what I mean? But it does make them a little more solid.
Okay, so let me ask Mo. Mo, Golden State signs Jonathan Kuminga to a great deal, 48.5. Mo, in your opinion, is this the signing that Golden State that's going to make them better? Because there was another one that I think makes them better, but I don't think it's Jonathan Kuminga signing. But what's your take?
I don't know. They need to sign somebody younger because the past two guys they just got through signing Al Horford. They went to the AARP booth and got Al Horford, and Seth Curry signed with them today too.
Right.
So they need to sign somebody young.
So Jonathan Kuminga is the one that doesn't bring it to you. Mo, that's not the one.
No, it ain't the one. They ain't coming back with him. They gonna be good, but they ain't coming out the West. No.
Okay. So D Jones, the Golden State Warriors have been doing a lot in the last week. Like Mo said, they got Steph, they got Seth, they got Al Horford. Jonathan Kuminga was the big signing. What's your take, D?
Man, listen, I don't care about Kuminga. Seth Curry in that offense, and he might be one of the most underrated shooters named Curry I ever seen, right? I think that's going to be huge for him and his brother playing together for the first time. And we forget, man, a healthy Jimmy Butler, and he ain't got to carry the load, Washington might be a sneaky pick, man. I mean, not Washington. Golden State might be a sneaky pick.
Yeah, I see that's where I'm going with this, D. That's where I'm going with this. Jay, I'm going with, like, people are saying that the West is loaded because the West is loaded, but these last couple of picks that they made and signing Jonathan Kuminga might be the one that helps the Golden State get over that top hump, man. I think that they're gonna be in contention. What's your take of this, Jay?
I mean, I think y'all being way too optimistic and y'all give way too much credit to organizations on these takes.
Okay.
See, people forgetting that Golden State was playing with Kuminga for the past 2 years. They played with him all last year. That they wouldn't put the man in the game, wouldn't play him worth anything. Then he get in, he produced because people got hurt. Now other teams see he can actually play because they were saying the kid couldn't play. You know, they had it out there that the kid sucked. But then he goes and plays, they see he doesn't suck. Now teams want to trade for him, and they don't want to approve trades. Now, I just read, with the deal he did, the major sticking point was the team option.
Yeah.
Golden State wanted to have the option to sign him, to let him walk or keep him. He didn't want them to have the option. He just wanted to have straight when the years is up, he can be up out of there. But that ain't what they wanted, so he caved because they was going to play with him some more. He's 22. He's like, let me go ahead, ride this out, see what happens. That's one. Two, everybody on that team need polygrip right now other than him. You know what I'm saying? Like, that team is really, really old. Yep. They had to sign somebody younger, who's going to be available, to actually make it through the season. So I understand why they want to keep him, but I don't understand why they won't treat him for the value that he really is to that team. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. I think they didn't play it with this dude way too much already.
Yeah, I like everybody's take. I like what you're saying, Jay. But I think sometimes we do overlook what people like some of those, like Steph Curry, and Jimmy Butler can do when they get their power mode. Like, they ain't done, bro. I don't think they're done by any means. You know what I mean?
But how, I'm sorry, Frank. The best thing about the Steph Curry thing signing is that I saw a brother throw his weight around to get his brother a check.
Yeah.
Because anybody clamoring to get goddamn Steph Curry, bro. Come on. Let's keep it a buck. You know what I mean? So the fact that he's on that team is because his brother wants him there, and he wants to have him, to keep being able to buy diapers and Similac. That's it, man. That's all it is.
Yeah, but he can come out and give you 5 minutes off the bench, which will help. Which will help. So I ain't mad at that. I ain't mad at the signing at all. It ain't like he signed him and he sucked either. You know what I mean? Because Steph don't suck. So it's not.
He was in Brooklyn, man. I mean, he near sucking right now. Trust me.
All right. So let's jump in with Howie Bell. Howie, the next thing I want to talk about, the other big news, I want to switch from that to the NFL, man, is the other big news that jumped off to me, bro. I don't know about you, Howie, is the Cleveland Browns are benching quarterback Joe Flacco. And for those of you out there who are paying attention to this news, the benching of quarterback Joe Flacco is going to make rookie Dylan Gabriel be number 2. QB goes up to number 1. But Joe Flacco goes to number 2. And it doesn't bump up Shedeur Sanders. You know what I mean? Shedeur Sanders stays at number 3. So how are you taking this, Howie Bell? What's your take?
Yeah, you know what, man? I don't know. They may be still playing a little politics with Shedeur.
Absolutely.
Because Joe Flacco is wacko. You know what I'm saying? And I thought I thought that he was gonna get hurt in that game against the Lions. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? I said, man, I was worried about him. You know what I'm saying? So I knew that it was over for him. But number 2, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I think it's straight politics at this point still.
Okay. All right. I like your take, bro, because I think it's politics too. Mo, what's your take on this? Because at the end of the day, Flacco moves back to number 2, but Shedeur stays at number 3. What's your take, Mo?
So I just got to watch this on ESPN, and all the reporters, and they were talking about Shedeur did some kind of video where he was miming his response to a question, but he was really going after the former coach of the Jets.
Yeah.
What's that name?
Solid.
Rex Ryan.
Yeah.
Right? Rex Ryan was telling him to shut up and he shouldn't do this, he shouldn't speak. My whole thing is this, and they always saying that Shador should have handled it more professionally. They all need to leave Shador alone. Because number one, the only reason why they mess with him because he's Shador Sanders. Had he not been Shador Sanders, Rex Ryan wouldn't have said nothing about a 5th round quarterback that got drafted in the 5th round. That means that whatever he did on Instagram, whatever one became public. And I feel like they just fucking with this dude for no reason at all. They just keep finding reasons to mess with it. Oh, he handled it like this, that. The dude is young, number one. Number two, he been fucking with since he got in the draft. He was supposed to go possibly number one, and he dropped all the way down to the 5th round. That's 100+ people picked in front of you. And then they do this, which is another reason to keep messing with him. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, like I said before, y'all think I was crazy. I would say, fuck the NFL, leave, and I'd go to Canada and be a superstar.
Okay. Great take. D. Jones, Cleveland Browns benching Joe Flacco does not move up Shador Sanders. What's your take on that?
First of all, Mo, he won't get no hoes playing in Canada, okay? Who's doing that? Okay.
In Toronto, he could.
Now, Toronto's different. That's a whole nother subject. Okay, but
Hey, all he got to do is cross the bridge and come over to the D.
okay.
A lot of big backs up there, though. You're right.
I'm going to keep it 100. I really didn't like when Shador was like, you see these cats playing around the league? I could do better than that. I know you can. They know you can. But I think how they deal with him, maybe he shouldn't have just said that like that out loud. Even though we all feel like he can. And I think that's why Rex Ryan made that comment. I say be patient. We going to see Shador play this year. It's inevitable that he going to get in the game with the Browns, okay? The Browns going to have to play. If they didn't have Shador, it'd be 3 more quarterbacks coming. This is the Browns. They start 8 quarterbacks a year, okay? So Shador's turn is coming. I give him about 3 more weeks. And we're going to see what he got. I say just be patient. We all going to see him.
Yeah, you know what, D? We might see him this Sunday because if the rookie gets hurt, you know what I mean? And Joe Flacco might be like, nah, I can't come in right now. You know what I mean? Right. Anything is possible. Anything is possible. Jay, where you at with this take, Jay?
Well, to quote a famous Canadian, God's plan. They won't leave me on my own. I've been to Saints of Scarlet Road. You know what I'm saying? Listen, you can do all the devilment you want, bro. But everybody know that kid should be playing. Everybody knows this. And they messed around and had to play him the first time to show people he could play because everything went wrong for them. Everybody was hurt and he had to play. Flacco is 37,000 years old, right? So he ain't gonna really make it through this season. We know that already. Dylan Gabriel is from Munchkin Land. So we know he ain't gonna hold up either, man, because he out there, you know, like looking like Mighty Mouse, and he gonna get knocked out too. First of all, they ain't gonna see you really can't play like that. So I think his play is gonna get him on the bench, while Flacco's age and health is gonna relegate him to the bench, and they had nothing but to play, no choice but to play Shador. And when he get out there, probably like around week 7, 8, and he gonna do what he do. It's God's plan, baby. You cannot mess with what's yours.
I don't think it's gonna take to week 7 or 8.
Yeah,
they hard-headed, Howie. I mean, I would have agreed with you, man, but they seem hell-bent. Like Gabriel probably gonna have about 3 horrendous games before they sit him down.
Yeah, but
I'm for real.
But Jay, he might get hurt this Sunday. He's a rookie. He might get hurt, and if he get hurt, listen, the Cleveland Brown fans don't want Flacco in that game. They will have no choice.
Hey, Flacco don't want to go back in that game.
Flacco don't want to be in that game, bro.
Flacco don't want to go back in. You know what I mean? So that's what's gonna happen. Like, I think we're talking.
I'm with you, Howie. Flacco don't even want to be in there, bro.
Yeah.
Flacco on the sideline with a hot dog, eat the glizzy, talking about what?
With muscle on the side of his face.
I'm trying
Pause.
to tell you.
You know what the funny thing is? Did y'all see the look on his face? Like he's like, look, like you mean I got during the game, like he had that surprised look, like you mean I got to go back in? Y'all ain't, every time.
Hey man,
Word.
the Lions was putting that thing on the boys, man. He didn't want
Was
to
like his ass up.
I felt bad for him. They lit his ass up. They lit his ass up.
I'm doing this for the vet minimum, baby. I can't be out here for this kind of money taking this.
All right, so we're gonna jump into the Major League MLB playoffs in a second. But before we do that, man, I got to talk about one more thing. And that's Howie Bell. I don't know if we saw this, Ben, but Robert Saleh now is defensive coordinator for the 49ers. He admits the wrong choice of words, literally, that he had after the sign-stealing language he used after Jaguars head, which had Jaguars Liam Cohen. It was a bad look all the way around. But it was funny to me. I mean, I was rolling because Saleh would break him like a wafer. You know what I mean? And I was like, y'all ain't talking. This is, but this is where we are. So what's your take on Robert Saleh admitting the wrong choice of words? Howie Bell.
I mean, man, come on, man. Come on, man. He's not even the head coach, right?
He is not. He's the DC.
He's the defensive coordinator. Man, go sit down, man. You know what I'm saying? All that hype and all that rah. You know what I'm saying? They stealing signs and they doing it. And first of all, what is legally stealing signs? What does that even mean?
Yeah, I was dumbfounded by that too. What's that mean?
I was like, what does legally stealing signs mean? That doesn't.
I heard them say, "Hey, Howie." My interpretation of that was they had the same sign pattern in which they figured out what they was doing, and so when they kept doing it, they said, "Well, they about to do this."
Right, that's all it was. Right.
So why you mad? Switch up.
They figured you out. That's football.
Right.
Okay.
Crazy, bro.
I don't understand it, man. He's just a big mouth. Go sit down.
Yeah, I was dumbfounded, baffled. I just all the way around. Mo, what's your take on this, Mo?
He sounds like one of them dudes that try to cover his stupidity with his anger. That would sound like you try to cover your stupidity because they figured out your code, they figured out your signals, so you're gonna get mad at them and say they did this and they did that. Like with your anger, you just made yourself.
Yeah. I agree with you. I agree with that, Mo. D. Jones, what's your take?
Beefing with a Jaguar is stupid anyway. They're not a threat. Nobody gives a piss about the Jags. So you make yourself look even worse beefing with a Jaguar. Like, I don't get it. I think Salah is a good defensive coordinator. But it was just stupid. Like, it's pointless to beef with a Jag. That's all I gotta say about that and the Jaguar.
Yeah, me too. Jay, what's your take?
Duval.
I knew you were gonna say that shit.
That's what Cohen said it. So listen, when Cohen said like that, I thought he was sweet cheeks when he said that, for real. But when he walked up on that man, he was like, it was on site, because understand this. He saw Salah at the combine. And he could have said something to him then. He was like, nah, this ain't the right time. I just got here, whatever. He was like, now I got 3 wins under my belt, and he on the other team. He saw they was on the schedule. It was on site for him, bro, because he went and found him immediately after that game and said, keep my name out your mouth. That's what he said to him, right? Listen, that's the most Duval thing you can say. Now, I don't know if y'all know where that stadium at. That stadium out east, baby. And I can trust you. It's dudes walk around with 3 dreadlocks and a mouthful of goals, and they appreciate that. And they have his back and they say Salah pull up. Straight up. He got mad respect in Duval County right now.
Well, I think that's how you have to do it. But now it's time for me to bring in white chocolate, because of the simple fact being, we got to talk about MLB playoffs. I don't know it the depth. I know it, but white chocolate, give me with his shades on. Give me your update of what's going on in the MLB playoffs.
He the only one that know.
Coming to you live from the Child Support Mobile.
Yes, sir.
And I am not driving. I had to pull over for this because I can't do both. But listen, let me start with Detroit and Cleveland. Detroit beat Cleveland yesterday. Their ace, Tariq Skubal, pitched, I want to say 7+ innings. He had 14 strikeouts, shut them guys right down.
Yep.
So sometimes it doesn't matter how hot you are. I think the Cleveland Indians won 15 out of 17 or some nonsense to overtake them for the division lead. And, your best ace guy got in there, Detroit, and shut him down. So there's one.
But
You want me to go
today.
through all the games, Frank?
Hold on, Steve. Hold on, Steve.
Go ahead, yep.
The series is tied today because
Yeah,
they
we
won.
lost today.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I didn't get that update because I'm driving home. So
Yeah, there you go.
series
Keep
tied
going.
at one. So listen, it's going to be a dogfight, that series.
All right, keep going to the next one. The next one.
All right. Next one got
You know
the
why
Red
Frank
Sox.
wants these
The Red
updates.
Sox, baby. The Red Sox pulled it off. I'll tell you right now. I was nervous when he loaded the bases in the ninth inning. I was like, oh, it's going to be all over. But this is where it matters when you have the best closer in the game. Got the job done. Get the 3-1 win. Get at least minimum a split for the first two at least. I'm looking forward to tonight, and we'll see what happens.
You gotta go faster than that.
Bullshit.
All right. I'll be honest. I don't know who won the other game. There was another game. I know who won the Dodgers game because I after the Red Sox game, I tuned into the Dodgers and Ohtani hit a home run. I was like, they're going to kill them, and I shut it off. So
All right,
I got it right
Dodgers
here.
won.
I got it right here, Chocolate.
Oh, the Cubs.
The Cubs beat the
Cubs won.
Padres 3-1. Dodgers beat
That's
the
right.
Reds 10-5.
Thanks, Steve. I'll bring you back in later. Appreciate it. Okay, guys. So let's keep the things going on, man. Where's Howie? Howie Bell, you right here? Bam, Howie. We got to keep talking about something else, man, because Becky Hammond has now gone 9-1 in the playoffs as a head coach with the semifinals win. She passes Phil Jackson for the best postseason series record by any head coach in the NBA and WNBA history. I wanted to make sure I got to this because there's one reason why I wanted to say this. Is the NBA now ready for a woman head coach? Howie Bell.
I think they've been ready. Actually, to be honest, I don't see nothing wrong with it. Hey man, listen, all this gender stuff, man. Hey man, listen, bro. If you can coach, you can coach. It is what it is. So and they got plenty of women that can coach basketball. Hey, and look, just like they have men that coach women's basketball. So I mean, it can go back and forth. So yeah, absolutely. Correct. Are they ready? It's been past time.
Okay, so that's your take. So let me go see what what you talking about, because Mo, honestly, Becky Hammond is a beast. She's a beast. You know what I mean? She's ready. If you ask me, she's ready for the NBA. Where you at with this, Mo?
I mean, we already have some type of female coach. Didn't down in San Antonio?
Becky Hammond.
Oh,
yeah.
I spoke about a weed before the show, during the show, after the show.
Yeah, it was her.
Okay, well then, yeah, they ready.
So I guess the question is to this D Jones. Like women are right. Like the Indiana Pacers got a female head coach, assistant head coach. The Celtics got one. I think Toronto got one. Everybody got. There's a couple teams that got an assistant head coach. My question is the league ready for a woman head coach right now? Because some teams are so bad they need to be shaken up. And me and Jay had this conversation a while ago that some of these boys are so soft that they would respond to the way women, because women raised them. You know what I mean, D? Women raised them, especially today's society. It's not like the NBA 20 years ago. So my question to you, D Jones, do you think the NBA is ready for a woman head coach?
The NBA has had a woman head coach for a long time now. LeBron's been coaching his team.
God dang, what? Damn, D. God damn, D.
No, I'm playing. LeBron, if you ever see this, I'm playing, buddy. You the king. Yeah, I think so. You gotta have the right group of guys. You got it. It's gonna take the right team, the right franchise, and the right leaders on the team for a woman to be the coach, because they still guys. It's still a locker room. A lot of stuff can go wrong. Yeah, it's gonna take the right people to listen. They gotta be able to listen to a woman coach them. And she seems like she can coach. She knows what she's doing.
Yeah, I don't know if I necessarily agree with that take because the simple fact, man, it's 2025, bro. I think to a certain extent, I see what you're saying, D, but also again, like I had this conversation. I think it was definitely was with Jay. Today's society, these boys are growing up, but a lot of them don't have father figures in their lives, and women are around them even on the sidelines. So I think
I think Staley, what's her name? Staley?
Don Stanley?
Dawn Staley.
I think she could be an awesome coach.
Yeah. I think they would respond to if you put Don Staley as a head coach in the NBA somewhere, especially on a team that's been losing for seasons. Like I think she could turn them around. You know what I mean? So,
and let me say one thing real quick, Frank. To D Jones' point about being in the locker room, they have women reporters in the locker room all the time. Them boys don't have no shirts on and all that. So, and that's in every sport. So, I mean,
ain't every day though.
Yeah. So, Jay, where you at with this, Jay?
In fairness to what D said about Bron, he did storm out of a press conference carrying a purse, wearing some hot pants.
He did.
Yeah, he did.
A hot pants suit.
Looking
I
like
will say that.
Y'all are so wrong. Y'all are so wrong. Y'all are so wrong.
But to me,
he put his glasses on like this too.
He stormed off, bro. He had his purse like this right here. It was dangling on his wrist.
Did you see what D Jones did?
And then he went outside and smoked a Virginia Slim.
and he had on an extra medium short pantsuit. So, but to me, I don't think it's whether or not the NBA is ready for it, because I think they are. And like players, like as a player, ball is ball to me. If you know what you're talking about, like if you know the game and the person talking to you, you know what they're saying to you is true, then I don't care where the information comes from as long as it's useful.
Right.
But I don't think the NBA, the question is the NBA ready for the social media storm that's going to come with the female head coach?
That's true. That's it right there.
That's very true.
You know what I'm saying? Because there's so many of these little incel bitch made ass young boys out here.
Yeah, sure.
Who I mean, like, they can't stand the thought of a woman being in charge of anything. And it's going to be a social media just melee every time she's coaching. I mean, if she can go undefeated and they'll still have something negative to say about it. So the question is whether or not they're willing to bear the brunt of what's going to come with naming that female head coach. But to me, ball is ball. And, and the coach is supposed to put you in the best position, to be successful. And if the coach understands how to do that, I don't care who it is.
Excellent points, bro. Excellent points. Howie Bell, it's time now to jump into that top 5 situation, bro. We got to do that, bro. We got to do that. So with that being said, Howie, let me see where we at. After week 4 in the NFL, name your top 5 most surprising things, Howie Bell. After week 4, let's get this out of the way.
Excuse me. Well, I was surprised about. Well, I say this number 5. I was surprised that we had 6 teams go undefeated into week 4. How about that? Let's just start right there. That was a surprising stat to me when I was looking at it, man. The Giants, man, they surprised me a little bit, bro. They surprised me, but they got Jackson Dart in there, and he popped the Chargers, bro. I was really surprised about that. So I got to put that in my number 4, man. Things I was really surprised about that, and I'm proud of the Giants, man. I like what they did. The Chiefs, they turned that thing around, man. I was surprised they went down 1-2. They came back 2-2 hard. And man, they surprised me too, because I thought that there was a little bit of tiptoeing into the dead in the water, area. You know what I'm saying? Where which leads me to with the Ravens. I am totally shocked and surprised that they garbage right now. They kind of boo-boo. You know what I'm saying? I'm a little shocked about it because I picked Lamar to try to get to the Super Bowl at least this year, I think, and MVP, running. So the way they doing it, man, I don't know, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm really shocked and surprised that they kind of garbage. I'm surprised at Dak Prescott, man. He kind of doing good, even though they came with that tie. I'm a little surprised about that. You know what I'm saying? I think they got a little bit going for them, especially without CD Lamb. That was pretty good. You know what I'm saying? To put up a 40 ball. Tyreek Hill broke his leg, man. Wow. Did y'all see that?
Yeah.
Dislocated his kneecap, bro.
Man, that looked like, it looked like a pretzel, baby. I said, oh my God. And so I'm surprised that happened, even though Miami was balling. I'm surprised that happened, man. And you know what, man? I'm going to say this, man. I'm really surprised, not shocked. I'm not shocked, but the world is surprised that Green Bay is now looking real pedestrian right now.
Mm-hmm.
And that's my number one because everybody had them going to the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? In week 1 when they beat the Lions. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sure the world is shocked that they looking real simple right now. And hey, man, welcome to the NFL.
Real quick, Howie Bell, who's your NFL MVP right now?
Right now, that's
I know.
tough.
Yeah.
Jalen Hurts.
Okay. All right. Okay.
That's not a bad one. No.
Yeah, I don't agree with that one because the way they played last week, definitely
Don't
not.
matter. They
Got
falling
that
off.
dub.
Yeah, but still, MVP guy. Nah.
He's the most valuable player to his team right now.
His team. You take him off that team,
All right,
brother.
if
They
that
out of
was
there.
the case, if that was the case and everything, I understand that point too. But Lamar Jackson should have won last year if you want to go by that. But who did? Josh Allen. You know what I mean? So yeah. But anyway, let me move on to Mo. Mo, what's your take on this, bro? On your top 5 most surprising things.
All right, my top 5 most surprising things. Baker Mayfield and the Buccaneers, man. Baker Mayfield is out there. Yeah, other than that last game, he's been balling out. You know what I'm saying? He's been doing his thing. Of course, I got the Ravens on there. You know, I don't need to go through that again. The Colts, aka Indianapolis Giants. Danny Dimes out there, like I said, other than that last game, they balling out.
Yeah, they should be
New York Giants, baby.
They should be
The New York Giants, baby.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody thought they was going to do it.
You didn't either. So
I knew they were going to do it. I picked them. I knew they were going to win.
Okay, what was the next one?
You think I ain't gonna ever? You think I'm gonna sit here and ever go against one? You crazy? They always gonna win every Sunday.
You're right. Until they don't.
And the Jacksonville Jaguars, man, I didn't see that coming.
Yeah.
Hey, let's not talk about Mo. Let's go with it, baby. Let's recognize that.
D Jones, you up, bro? Oh, wait a minute, D Jones. Mo, who's your NFL MVP pick right now?
Daniel Jones.
Oh Lord. All right, Mo. Mo.
The Lord has to end at some point.
D Jones, after NFL Week 4, name your top 5 most surprising things.
I'm surprised that the Eagles are undefeated, how terrible they look on offense. They look shitty. I'm sorry. Jalen Hurts looks bad. Saquon gave up the ghost after last season, and they don't throw the ball. I don't even know how they undefeated. I'm super surprised by that. I'm surprised the 49ers won as many games they have in 4 weeks because I did not see, with all the injuries and starting Mac Jones, that they would win that many games. Number 3, the Ravens, man. I had picked the Ravens to win Super Bowl. That's out the window. The Ravens might be second or third worst team in the NFL, man. They are trash. Number 2, I didn't know they one of the best defenses in the league, and I can't hate. It's the Jags. I'm surprised that the Jags defense is holding them together. Jay was right. It's the defense. And number 1, Daniel Jones. I'm surprised.
Everybody. Daniel Jones surprised, man.
I'm surprised. That's my 5 right there.
Okay. Hey, wait a minute, D Jones. Who's your NFL MVP pick?
Right now, it's got to be Joshua, Lamar, Allen.
Lamar.
Whatever his middle name is. It's the white boy in Buffalo. Because I don't even know who he throw the ball to.
Yeah. All right, Jay. Give me your top 5 things that's most surprising things to you.
Well, I'm gonna go from number 1 to number 5.
Oh, boy.
You know, because number 5 is kind of similar. So number 1 for me, the most surprising thing, Jacksonville may have finally found themselves a head coach. You know, I like how organized they are. It's surprising to me how organized they look, you know, on both sides of the ball. And also, they had a special teams punt return for a touchdown. So they're cooking with grease. Number 2, the Jacksonville defense. They might be the real deal, bro. We lead the NFL in takeaways right now. So I definitely didn't expect that.
They got like 12 in 4 weeks.
Yeah.
They got 13 turnovers in 4 games.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Number 3, Daniel Jones and the Colts.
Yeah.
Listen, nobody had a lower opinion of Daniel Jones than one JD Hayes talking right now. So the fact that he's looking like even serviceable, let alone balling, ain't no way in hell I would have taken that bet for nothing. Number 4, all right, D. I'm surprised that Drake May doesn't suck. Right?
Take that.
You know what I'm saying? Nobody wanted him to suck more than one JD Hayes. But I've seen the boy play, and I'm telling you, man, I think y'all got y'all one. So that's surprising. And number 5, the Baltimore Ravens might be a really, really bad team.
Yeah.
Like, that is surprising to me that they might be one of the worst teams in the NFL when this season ends. And there's no way I ever would have thought that.
I gotta say, I liked all y'all's picks, but let me just say and add this real fast. The Baltimore Ravens might not make the playoffs, y'all. Like, that's a great possibility because they have the worst defense in the league. Lamar Jackson is hurt. Their schedule is brutal. They might not even make the playoffs.
So if they get a top 3 pick, do they pick a quarterback?
No.
Definitely.
Nah.
Jay, I forgot to
Definitely
ask
not.
I forgot to ask you, Jay, who's your pick for the NFL MVP right now?
I gotta go with Joshua Lamar. You know, I gotta go with Joshua Lamar Allen.
Okay. All right. So Howie Bell, we keeping this moving. We named the top 5 things. So now let me see. After we did that, so after week 4 in the NFL, give me your power rankings. Give me your power rankings, Howie.
Okay, I can do that. And I ain't gonna be that long with it because it's simple. Yeah. But at number 5, I'm gonna take the Chiefs. I'm gonna take the Kansas City Chiefs, man. As long as they got that boy Patrick Mahomes back there, buddy, you better believe it. They're gonna go up in them rankings. At number 4, I got the Detroit Lions.
No way.
At number 4, yeah, they should be higher, but you know we're gonna see after this week right here what them Bengal boys. And then I got number 3. I got the Bills. I got the Bills at number 3, and surprisingly enough, I got the Rams at number 2. I think the Rams are on their way. I love the way Matthew Stafford looked. And I'm telling you something, if he had one of them years, the Matthew Stafford years, they may very well go back to the Super Bowl. And, of course, at number 1, I got the Eagles, baby. 4-0. They doing their thing. They winning all kind of ways. And you know why they winning? Because they got the most valuable player, Jalen Hurts. That's why they're winning. They have a great quarterback.
Bro, they didn't get 1 passing yard in the second half.
Don't matter.
He got that dub.
It doesn't matter. They still had a great quarterback orchestrate the rest of the game.
Yeah, I definitely would agree with
the
that.
The Super Bowl winning quarterback, might add.
Okay.
MVP.
Super Bowl.
MVP. All right, so number 5, I got Tampa Bay number 5. You know, I think they in my power ranking, they doing damn good. I got Seattle at number 4.
Mm-hmm.
Putting the Seahawks at number 4. Number 3, I got Howie's boys, the Detroit Lions. Yeah, up there. Number 2, I got the Eagles. Number 1, I got the Buffalo Bills.
Okay, I like your list. Very entertaining list.
I think Mo's smoking too much, man.
D Jones, give me your power ranking. What's your power ranking look like?
All right. I got Howie's team only because and they only this low because they ain't beat nobody. And this week they gonna put up 70 on the Bengals.
The scoreboard might click over. You know what I'm saying?
It's not gonna be fair, bro. So I got the Lions at 5, man. I got the Bucks at 4. I got the Chargers at 3. I got the Eagles at 2 because they offense is trash. I don't care what nobody say.
Yeah,
and I got the Bills at number 1.
Okay, Jay, give me your power rankings.
Number 5, I still believe in it, man. I think the time, the 3-hour time change hurt them against the Giants. So I got the Chargers sitting at number 5. And they still badly lost that game, and they played terribly in that game. Number 4, I got the Packers, and I got them at number 4 because I'm like D now. I don't believe in Jordan Love like that now. I mean that he out there blowing games. There's one thing to not really help your team, but he out there hurting his squad. Number 3, I'm going Devo from Jacksonville Jaguars, baby. Number 3, 3-1 with 17 seconds away from being 4-0. Don't sleep on them boys. Number 2, I got the Buffalo Josh Allens, and number 1, Philadelphia Eagles. Man, they 4-0 defending champs. Until you beat the man,
that's what
they are the man.
Yeah.
Let me say this. And being the host of the show, sometimes I can't wait to jump in and give my answer and everything else. But I'm gonna say this: without looking at the records and looking at the play, right? Looking at how the teams play, to me, it's just to me, the number 1 team in the NFL is got to be the Buffalo Bills, and the number 2 team in the NFL, looking at the way they play, it's got to be the Jacksonville Jaguars. Then it's got to be the Rams. Then it's got to be without shadow of a doubt the Kansas City Chiefs by the way they play. Again, without looking at the records, you know what I mean? By looking at the way they played after 4 weeks, that's the order I have it in. Not to say I'm right or if anybody's wrong or anything else, but if you was to walk
that was 4. What's your 15?
Oh, my 15. It's a tie with a lot of teams with me for the 15. I might go. I don't know. I might go Detroit Lions, bro. I might go Detroit Lions.
Who you got as MVP?
My MVP has got to be Josh Allen. It's got to be. I don't even think. Here's the crazy part.
Yeah, me too.
If before this past week, I literally had Josh Allen number 2, and I would have said, here's another thing I want to say too, real fast. Believe it or not, I agree with Mo. Like Daniel Jones has got to be right now after 4 weeks, he's got to be the comeback player of the year, and he's got to be in the conversation for MVP. Those two right there.
So does Howie's quarterback.
Nah, not for NFL MVP.
You got to be named. I think you got to be in that top 5.
He got to be in the conversation, man, because they lost everything.
Conversation, but he's not 1 or 2. He's in the conversation, but he's not 1. But like again, looking at how the style of play, looking at how the games have gone, and looking at how good the quarterbacks have done from week 1 to week 4, the best QB in the league is Josh Allen. The second best QB in the league right now has got to be Daniel Jones. You know what I mean? Daniel Jones hasn't played bad in any quarter at all. You know what I mean?
He's a Jones.
Yeah,
they're winning.
He out there winning, and the surprising team of the year at where we are right now has got to be the Jacksonville Jaguars. So I got to give it to him. Got to give it to that. But let's keep it going. Howie Bell, you up next, man. Let me see where we at. 5:45. Howie Bell up here. Let me put you up in here, Howie. I kind of want to laugh now, Howie. So let me name your top 5 sports fights you would like to see from active players, coaches, anything, anybody. You know what I mean? But from after this Robert Saleh situation we saw with Cohen from the Jacksonville Jaguars. Name your top 5 sports fights you'd like to see. Active players, coaches in any sport.
All right, now I got one that they're not active, but they're players. But I would really love to see Shaq and Barkley have a real fight. I really do. I just want to see it. You know what I'm saying? They put some gloves on. Nobody really, hurt nobody. But I want to see Shaq and Barkley stop talking so much and fight. I want to see Draymond Green. I can't lie. I want to see Draymond Green beat up LeBron James. I just want to see it. I want to see a good, real fight between Draymond and LeBron. Real fight, but I want to see Draymond win, though. I can't lie. I do want to see that. Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese. Come on, let's go. Let's go. I got my money on Angel Reese to beat the brakes off of Caitlin Clark. That's what I'm talking about. Come on with it. A real brawl. It's almost like celebrity fights. I love this. And then I gotta say this, Robert Saleh. I'll take my coach Dan Campbell over anybody to beat your ass. I can guarantee you, Dan Campbell. Matter of fact, I'll put Dan Campbell up against any coach in the NFL. I think he'll whip their ass. We got the strongest coach in the league right now, and that's my 5 right there.
I like your 5. Mo, give me yours.
I like to see Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid go at it. You know what I'm saying? I think there's a little beef between the two of them when they were together in Philly. I like to see Zion fight the urge to eat anything fried.
We'll see a wrestle a salad.
He looked like he's been doing a good job.
Michael Parsons and Jerry Jones. I don't give a damn how old Jerry is. I know Michael want to go upside his head once or twice. I think I want to see Saquon Barkley and Daniel Jones. Because you know they paid Saquon, they paid Daniel, and they didn't pay Saquon, but Saquon got the ring. I think they got beef between the two of them. I think this number 1 fight right here will be the best fight ever. Emir Duka and Brad Stevens. Yep. Yeah. I knew Frank would get it. The rest of y'all, Brad Stevens is the GM of the Bucks and Celtics.
Yeah.
And that was his good peoples that Emir was banging around. Yep. Emir Duka and Brad Stevens.
Yeah, Brad Stevens get his ass beat. You know that's how it is. He get his ass beat. Okay, so that's your 5, but fried, anything fried got to be the funniest joke I heard in a minute though. Jones.
All right, my undercard, and Mo took it. Jerry Jones versus Michael Parsons. I just want to. This would be the shut the hell up old man card. And I want to see Michael Parsons whoop Jerry Jones' ass. Michael?
He was calling him Michael, wasn't he?
Michael. I'm tired of your ass coaching card. I want to see in the big 3, Mad Max is a coach versus Doc Rivers. I want to see him whoop Doc Rivers' ass. Go sit down somewhere. And I think Vernon Maxwell could do the job.
Vernon Maxwell.
In the take care of all these damn kids, I want to see Clarissa Shields whoop Anthony Edwards' ass. In my sassy, this is my sassy card. I got Carl Anthony Towns. I don't know if y'all remember this, versus Jalen Ramsey. Jalen Ramsey used to be sassy as hell.
Yeah, he was sassy.
He used to be sassy.
He was sassy.
He was sassy as hell.
They're gonna have a cat fight.
Big cat fight.
No, man. Jalen fight.
No,
he was sassy, but he fight.
Boy. And number 1, I want to see the bully get bullied because I can't stand Draymond. I want to see Draymond get his ass whooped by Isaiah Stewart.
By anybody.
That might actually happen, though. That might actually happen.
It might.
Give me yours.
No, Draymond ain't stupid enough to mess with him, though.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, number 5, real easy, man. Because it's fueling so many conversations in the WNBA. I want to see Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark put them paws on each other, baby.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and sell it. Let's get it over with right now. Number 4, I want to now. They're not athletes. One a former athlete, and one act like he was an athlete. I want to see Ryan Clark beat the shit out of Pete Windhurst, Jonah Hill looking ass. You know who he is, right? The chubby ass white dude who be doing ESPN arguing with actual dudes that played the sport as if he was a player himself.
Yeah.
Him and Ryan be going at it. They made Ryan apologize, to him a few weeks ago, because Ryan was like, "Dude, you didn't play the sport. What are you talking about?" Apologize to him, Ryan. You hurt his feelings by pointing out that he never played. All right. Put them paws on it. Number 3, I want to see Steve Smith fight the husband of that woman he dug out. Who was talking? He was talking about. She was talking about. I'm gonna knock the bottom out of it, all that, whatever. This dude posted the text of his wife. Forget about it, bro. Uh, this is a children's show. Number 2, I want to see Kawhi Leonard fight his hair braider. Listen, that dude braids be all frizzy, and Kawhi make a lot of money. And then he made more money on top of a lot of money, as we're finding out. And his braids looking like that. Fight that dude, man. And number 1, I want to see Brittany Griner fight anybody who wants some, bro. Men, women, MMA, all that. Because I think Brittany gonna win 8 out of 10 of those.
Okay, all right. I like it. I like it.
Frank, can we do one with former athletes? So, because it's some I want to see that used to play that. Like, I want to see RG3 get his ass whooped.
Oh man, please. What? Anybody?
Hey, why you
I want
got
to
it?
see that fat dude. Will was his name? Will Cox.
Yeah.
I want to see him get his ass whooped by everybody.
Let's do that tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll do the top 5 former athletes. We'll do that top 5 former athletes. All right, so Howie Bell, it's time for you to give me where you at here? Okay, Howie Bell, give me a top 5 things you were high on, but now not so much.
We keep saying it the whole show. The Ravens.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I was high on them, man. I thought they was going to do something this season, man. Right now, not so much. Lamar, man, just no good. I'm gonna go ahead and say it again. The Green Bay Packers. The world had them winning the Super Bowl a couple weeks ago. Not so much. The Cincinnati Bengals, man. Before the season started, Joe Burrow was gonna be in the MVP conversation. Now, you know where that's going. Cam Ward, you suck. First pick.
He did say we had.
Dude, man. I really want to see him do good. They are absolutely horrible. And the Raiders, man, I really thought they was going to do something. I was high on Pete Carroll. I thought that they was going to do something, man, and they look like first-class trash. I was high on the Raiders, man, and now not so much. That's my top 5.
Mo, give me your top 5 things you were high on, but now not so much.
I didn't know we were doing football players. I put down the names of all the bags of weed that I got immune to.
It could be whatever.
No, I'm just kidding. I was high on the Jets in the beginning of the season. Not anymore. They ran the
Same Jets.
I was high on Russell Wilson too. I was high while I was high on Russell Wilson.
Yeah, you was high. Literally high.
I thought Russ might have came back like, okay, he had a good game too. Not anymore. I was high on Derrick Henry, man. I thought Derrick Henry was going to be killing it. I really, not even just Lamar. I thought the reason why Lamar was going to be such a great quarterback because Derrick Henry was going to be out there. Not anymore. Nope.
Yep.
Listen, I really thought Green Bay was going to be making some more noise after that trade. They all right. And DK Metcalf. Hey man, listen. I ain't impressed. I'm like Eddie Murphy talking to Stevie Wonder in the car. I ain't impressed with your music. You want to impress me? Take the wheel.
Okay. D Jones, give me yours.
I was high on Shador, but because he ain't getting in the game, I got to get that up.
Yeah. Yep.
The Bengals. I thought the Bengals offense was, well, they always good on offense, but I'm like, the Bengals might win the division this year. It's a wrap. They're done. They're going to lose by 75 points this weekend. That's going to be crazy. The Eagles offense, man. I don't know what y'all seeing. This is one of the worst offenses I've seen in years. They're terrible on offense. Number 2, I picked this man to be Defensive Player of the Year, and this was Howie's guy. it was Hutchinson, and in the first 4 weeks, not so much. And number one, I picked Lamar to win MVP. Not so much.
Yep, that's my not so much too. Jay, give me yours. Top 5 things that you were high on, but now not so much.
See, the thing, top 5 things I was high on. Things is random. It could be anything, right? So here we go. Number 5, the right to host the Olympics in your city. I used to be high on that, man. I saw that as a tremendous honor. I didn't know all you had to do was bribe the greediest dude out there, and you can host it in any place you want to, right? Like, there's a reason why Beijing hosted the Olympics 700 times, because they keep giving that back. Listen, they've hosted the Summer Olympics and the Winter Olympics. Let that sink in, bro. So I don't even look at that as an honor anymore. I'm way down on that. I'm down on making movies that they're screened in movie theaters now. As a kid, I became a filmmaker because I wanted to see my movies in multiplexes. Well, with streaming and people not going to movies, not so much, bro. I'm down on that now. Number 3, I'm down on the NBA. I used to not be able to wait to watch every NBA game that I could. Now I'm indifferent, man. To like 7 out of 10 games. Number 2, I'm down on white people, bro. I am.
That's only number 2.
I'm down on white people, bro. In the 80s and 90s, I had hope, man. They made me feel like they was with us. And then but then the black dude got elected and they turned on us, man. So white people stock to me is like Enron. It's worthless to me right now. And number 1, because of, listen, man, after certain birthdays, it don't matter so much, man. I'm down on pussy right now.
All right, you guys, I'm out.
In the pursuit of it, you know what I mean? You should run, everything. Hey, bro, now I'm like, it's all right. I'm down on the cooch right now, bro.
Hey, Frank.
Yes, sir.
Listen, bro.
That was funny. All right, we got to roll up out of here, man. So before we roll up out of here, Howie Bell, tell us what you got going on. Howie Bell, tell us how we can follow you. Everything's going on in your world, Howie.
Man, very busy week, man. I'm on the way to New York City for the Howie Bell and Friends show this Friday. I got Mo coming back doing a spot, my dog, and we got the great Talent Harris and Monique Latisse. It's gonna be a really good show.
I'm rolling through.
Come on, baby. You already know how we do it. And then
yes, sir.
I got to shoot back to the crib. I got a show in Canton, Michigan this Saturday. It's gonna be an awesome show, man, hosted by my man Mike McDaniel. And I tell you this too, man. I got to do a photo shoot for you, good brother, for the Humor Mill magazine. So I got to squeeze that in the next 48 hours. You know what I'm saying? And hey, man, all is well right now. All is well.
Mo, tell everybody out there how they can follow you. What's going on in your world?
Well, tonight, me and D Jones are jumping off the first episode of our podcast called Friends and Headliners. It's going to be at 7 o'clock streaming on Instagram. And our first person we interviewing as the headliner is no other than Howie Bell. Tonight, 7 p.m.
Okay, that's real. Okay, all right.
7 p.m. We got a list of headliners to come in the weeks to come every Wednesday. Look out for it. Also, like Howie said, Friday night, I'll be down in New York. Doing my thing. I'm welcome back to do a spot. I'm on it, man. Listen, coming down to blaze it up. And then Saturday night, I'm back in Hanover, Massachusetts, at Quan's Kitchen, working with the unapologetic Vinny Favorino.
Here it is, my man D Jones. Talk to me.
Well, first of all, Mo made a whole flyer. I really just looked at who made this flyer, Mo. That's not me.
That's not you.
I mean, it's me, but it looked crazy. Anyway,
I did on Chat GPT.
okay. Follow me trying to follow Howie Friday to New York. I'm trying to go. So maybe y'all see me in New York Friday.
All right, yeah.
I might
roll through.
I might swing through to myself if I can do that.
Roll through. I'm coming through for sure.
All right, Jay,
do
tell everybody out there what you got going on, Jay, and how we can follow you.
Hey man, right now I'm writing as usual, but you can follow me at JD Hayes at Fanbase. You can also find me at www.thesejagsabouttotellyallass.com. And I'm out here, baby.
All right, there it is. The name of the show is called Box Seats. We are on every Monday through Friday. We talk about sports. Tomorrow's show, we got to talk about Jaden Daniels. We got to talk about the upcoming season. The rest of the Major League Baseball playoffs is happening. And then we got a couple of other things we want to talk about.
For you, Frank.
Watching that with a bottle of ginger ale.
I'm glad y'all laughing. But you know what? That's one thing I can count on. Everybody going to go through that themselves. So that's funny. It's funny.
Yeah. That's that Imodium. We need that Imodium. That's what we need.
Yeah. Y'all, I'm out of here, man. I'll see y'all. Peace.
Hey, what you need, yeah? Man, I got it, wow. What you say, hey? We about it, Hey, what you need, yeah? Man, I got it, wow. What you say, hey? We about it,
Now I know how